And we are back with Let's Play Final Fantasy Tactics Part 41, where we're up in a 2-squad battle, doing something with Bethla Garrison. Ramza's got to figure out something to stop everything from going off. And so after breaking in, he's in front of the Bethla Garrison Sluice. What on earth is he planning to do there? Who knows? Well, I know, because I've played this game before. But for those of you that don't know, you're probably wondering. Oh, this floodgate! If I open it and release the water, they won't be able to fight. So yeah, Ramza's whole plan is to release this giant floodgate, open water gate of Bethla Garrison. English. So Ramza's whole plan is to open up the gate and flood the entire battlefield so that nobody can do anything ever. And we're up against 2 wizards. And 2 knights over here are standing on 2 iron plates, which is actually important. We've got 4 knights and 2 archers. Well, 4 knights, an archer, and 2 wizards. Those 2 knights standing on those odd little iron plates won't actually do anything. They'll just stand there and defend the plates. This is an odd fight in that those knights won't actually move at all, and the condition to winning is to open a gate, which means this is the odd little fight where if we open, the fight does not end until we open the gates. Even if we kill everybody else. So if you're having trouble level grinding, or just want to grind out some extra job points, this is a great place for it, because you can just kill everybody and then just have your team guys fight each other constantly. But yeah, Gelki started us off with a charm, because Gelki could not for once kill somebody outright. Which you know just burns in her craw. Absolutely just burns for her. We did get a wizard on our side temporarily. And now Gelki's invisible. And Archer starts up a charge. Because of course all the melee dudes would just sit up there and try to kill Ramza immediately, because that's what they do. That knight gets lucky. What's Eddie gonna do? You're not on the other team's side. Whoa, what are you casting? Oh, did you see? That's McNorden Knight again. We already killed him. With the knight on our side, we could just go ahead and... with the wizard on our side, we could just wait to see what the heck he's gonna do. Nobody's dead yet, but you always have to plan for Ramza just being dead. That's just something you just have to eventually plan for. I think we can safely haste. Oh wait, there's that archer. Oh well, so we hasted an archer. Worst he'll do is kill Ramza, which he's already going to do anyway. Although I guess since the whole plan was to haste Ramza so that he can move out of the way of the archer's arrow... well, okay then. Who knows what I planned. All we know is that guy's dead. And Gelki's on the scoreboard with 1. Knight's blocking us from getting any higher up, so Ramza will put himself into harm's way to do something about it. And by putting himself in harm's way, I mean he will die almost immediately. Pretty sure he will. Of course, the knights don't move. see if this hits. Sadly, it doesn't outright kill him, and Ramza can't mimic it. Probably should have put Gelki and Gellis on that side. Because they could have been much better over the fire for. Wow. Holy frame rate destruction. Ha! Ramza can mimic it. That was awesome. Sadly for us, that's really ridiculously awesome. But sadly for us, the level 4 magics are not calculatable. That guy refuses to die. On the plus side, we did get a mimic. Oh no, who gets the team kill? I mean, if the AI kills themselves, who gets the kill count for that? We're gonna say it's Gellis' kill, only because Gellis killed the guy, attacked the dude, which allowed Ramza to lower his health enough to actually... Yeah, okay, that's a 0. Nobody gets that. That guy is totally blocking us. Refreshing the charm, which unfortunately, which we have just learned, if a guy's in the middle of charging something and you charm them, it kind of breaks it. Unfortunately for me, because that would have been useful. Oh well. Ramza is not on the prime number level. What is he on? His height's not prime number. Whatever. Close enough. Just keep picking Ramza back up constantly. It's mimicked because Ramza doesn't know any better. He just does whatever we tell him to do. Wow, that guy is still being a putz. We got one wizard down. Let's see if we can shoot people. Oh, great. You punk. Well, okay, Ramza's gonna go down again. That's okay. Guy is freaking in our way. Chuck a spear at him. And the spear is blocked. Great use of a spear. Absolutely great use of a spear. Somebody please kill this knight. Come on, Gelki. Gotta be Gellis. Fusing you both now. Oh, she did it! So now she's on the scoreboard. But now, unfortunately, that wizard is on... That wizard, you know, is on our side. Isn't on our side anymore. That's okay. Okay, that's twice Ramza has done that. So I guess we'll just give the kills to Ramza? Is Ramza up to 2 kills now? I love how I'm trying to keep track of all this. Because you know in my weird little head canon they are totally, you know, the silent fan fiction that I always have running in my mind. This totally comes up after every battle. While everybody's busy trying to... But everybody's busy trying, recovering and healing themselves up from fights and all that. Gallus and Gelki are meanwhile having this loud argument over whose kill counted for which person. Gallus completely doesn't believe that charmed kills should count for Gelki just because she's the one that did the charm. Gelki totally believes that's the case. Zack, meanwhile, just has his little chalkboard that he writes this number on every single time. And he just giggles. Because, you know, he's gone from being a pacifist, chemist, and white mage to shooting people in the face with ice balls. Ramza doesn't care, he just wants the war to stop. And in the meantime, and it doesn't matter for him anyway, just because, you know, all of his deaths negate it. to which Gellus responds that, hey, if all the deaths are constantly negated, then none of Gelki's kills count because she was absent for almost all of Chapter 1. Anyway, Ramza needs to kill that wizard. So we're just gonna mimic the Yaki darkness over to it. To which Gellus is absolutely enraged. She's just like, see, that's what I'm talking about. You can't have that. That doesn't count. That completely does not count, ever. And now we're left with one knight. Who, of course, has all that going on. Let's heal. 12 or 3, doesn't matter. Since it doesn't matter, charge time 4! To everyone! If you ever want to have fun in a fight, get yourself an Excalibur, get yourself a calculator, change them to some sort of caster class with calculate skill, and then do charge time 4 holy. Because charge time 4 holy pretty much hits everything on the field. I've actually lost the fight before because I killed everything in one turn. It was my first turn. It was with the calculator. Everything died, including the calculator, which resulted in a game over. So this fight can't end, and because those knights are there, and you have to get to the plates, but the knight's dead corpse is there. Ramza, of course, can't charm a guy because he's a dude. So now we have to either sit here and try to kill this guy, and then wait for the bodies to decompose. Actually, no, that is exactly what we have to do. We have to sit here, kill the guys, wait for their bodies to turn into crystallize, or treasure, turn into treasure chest or whatever. The other option is, we have night, maybe you can get a dash or throw a stone off to make them run over. Charm them so that they move. Anything that gets them off of those plates. But no, we're gonna have to do this the hard way. Which means there's really absolutely nothing Goku can do. So if you think about it... Oh wait, she can do that. What's the purpose of that? Mimic. There you go. And amusingly, this fight does not end. Oh, we're still off. So since we have to wait for at least that knight to crystallize, and he's got 3 whole turns before that happens, we can at least get crystals from people. There's nothing really else to do with this in this fight at all. And if the knights die up there, then you're really just kind of waiting. A lot. So let's see what this archer had. Every rank of charge up to 5. I think Gelki already had charge 1 herself. So hey, she can charge now. Not that it does much. Let's hope that wizard himself has level 4. We've got a wind slash bow. And Gelky will get the first switch. Or not, because nothing's happening. Oh, great. That wizard should crystallize on the next move, so... We're still waiting. Ah, there we go. Okay. Just make sure to get all the stuff. So, not much of anything to do. Maybe it has to be both at once. Well, let's see what this wizard gives us. Ooh, Fire 4. Not that it's calculatable, but we do have a Fire 4 now. And that knight's down to 0. Waiting. In the meantime, York will go get that other wizard crystal, because hey, why not? Yeah, this is a weird moment. Okay, there we go. So we'll wait for him to get the wizard crystal, because we might as well. It's a free crystal. We might get some more caster stuff that we can calculate. I don't feel like level grinding to get it the other way. And I should be doing fire 3s and bolt 3s, but hey, you know what? I don't feel like level grinding. Level grinding is boring and painful. Yeah, I'm gonna put everybody to sleep. This will make skip their turns faster. There, now I don't have to keep waiting for them. Except now Gelky gets to go like a ridiculous number of times. Alright, let's see what we get. Invitation. Mediator ability. That was absolutely worthless. Alright. Let's go wake Ramza up without killing him. Which is the important part. Oh wait, no, look at this. Yeah, nothing's happening. Okay. So, yeah. So apparently Ramza has to be the ones to do this. So we'll wake Ramza up. Get up. Yes, don't mimic hitting him back. So for future reference, Ramza has to be the one to do the switches. Okay, that's right, Ramza. Pull that. Yes, we've already figured that part out. Gelky joins the rest of the team in front of the dam. Ramza can't even walk that far. Chill out, Gelky. And let's get this fight over with. Open it already. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Eee! It's like that log ride at Great America. And then everybody was dead. You know, later that night at camp, those three are going to be really pissed off. Well, I don't know. Gelky's got Shantae. She'll probably just be like, let's do that again. There we go. Did Ramza happen to have any effect? Father! Hey, it's Olin! As the text box indicated. And Balmalufala. He's happy that it's... Yeah, we've got it... Yeah, we've reached Thunder God Sid. Who's fine? You must be Ramza. You've grown. I recognized you. You know me? Of course, it's no wonder you don't remember me. You were only 3 or 4 years old when I last saw you. You were almost hurt trying to hold my sword. Your father scolded you and you cried. Ha ha ha! Thank you for coming. Both of you can relax now. There were a lot minimal losses for both sides. Thanks to Ramza, we were able to avoid an all-out war. Is that so? Balbay sure has a fine son. Let me thank you on behalf of everyone, Ramza. No need for thanks. I only did what was natural. You've inherited Balbay's soul. He should be pleased. I really hope opening that sluice gate didn't, like, wreck, like, so many farmers' fields and plunge the entire area into famine. I mean, even more so than it already was. Oh, and my son, this battle will end soon. I'll go with him. I must stop the High Priest no matter what. Father, I'll go with you. No, you must return to Zeltenia and protect Ovelia. Ovelia is the rightful heir to the throne of the kingdom. It's your duty to protect her. Do you understand? Yes. Fine. Alright, Ramza, of course. Now let's go before someone sees us. That's right. Remember when I got rid of that pig? It was so we could get Thunder God Sid! Orlando is the strongest character in the entire game. We will never see him in combat. Because to do otherwise would be to wreck whatever difficulty there actually is. You know how Agrius has one set of Holy Knight skills, and Delilah had another, and Ludiel had yet another? TG Sid has all of them. Plus Excalibur, so you know. Orlando's like super strong. Tana doesn't know who opened the floodgate. Here comes Delilah. To explain, of course. Yes, Your Excellency. Gather the soldiers and attack the Hokutin. We can't even move because of the water. Neither can they, and that's our edge. Now's our chance to make them think we won't attack. We must move now. That's not a good idea. What? Schlenk. Oh, ew! Nobody wants you to be king. Nobody wants you to be king. I love this translation. Come in! Meanwhile, Balamufala with this dude. You understand, your death won't be a waste. Gravados asks Sid. Who's Gravados? I have no idea. But he's dressed as Sid. And he dies as Sid. The real Sid, Ramza escaped. Good. Pray that Ramza will take care of the rest. So, look at all that water. So, having lost their leaders, the High Priest proposed a mediator for the armies, just as planned. But since they were both still strong, they refused. But since the armies didn't waste each other in a fight, they're still, you know, raring to go. Meanwhile, Ramza remembered that his sister was kidnapped about 4 days ago, and finally decides to go and look for her. It's not a new chapter, that was just a mid-chapter story thing to show off whatever was happening there. We've got ourselves quite a ways to go. Now that we've averted an all-out war, well, now we can focus back on getting our sister back. To do that, there's Limberry Castle, which requires going through Zargadita's Trade City, Germina's Peak, and Poiscus Lake. Which we will do coming up next in part 42. See you then.